Video 3 with the QSO from Alaska.
Kodiak also, and a couple of the islands there in the Aleutians.
Roger, yeah, it's a special type of person that wants to live up there. I did enjoy visiting there. It's just, you got to be real nature bound, which I am, and I don't know if I can handle that 6 months of darkness. I was in Whitehorse, Yukon there, and that seemed like an awesome place as well. Over.
Yeah, the Yukon Territory is very, very beautiful. I've always liked it, northern BC, but mostly Yukon Territory is quite nice. It's doesn't have very many people living there, and it's a very nice. There's no difference, of course, when you cross the border. It's all identical, same terrain, but equally as nice, you know. It's a little bit more of a hassle now that you've got to have a passport and all that, all the extra scrutiny there at the border. But other than that, it's a beautiful place to drive through. Kulani Lake in particular is nice. I've spent some time there at Destruction Bay and Burwash Landing, and those towns along Kulani Lake there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. I remember going through there. I think I still have a bumper sticker somewhere that says "I survived Destruction Bay." The year I went, that's where they had a huge section of construction there. But since I was on a motorcycle, they always let me up front. But you're going down like a mountain hill on that gravel, and the water truck comes through there and sprays it, makes it slicker yet. So I remember that I survived the Destruction Bay area. Over.
Yeah, Roger QSL. So which university do you teach at there? I assume you teach in Brownsville. Is it University of Texas or what?
Roger. Right now it's University of Texas at Brownsville. There's another one 90 miles north, University of Texas Pan Am. Both of those schools are dissolving. They're forming a new university called University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. So some of us have to reapply for our jobs. So it's not a good situation for some people over there.
Yeah, it's a real struggle, I know. I understand the situation there, Scott. What do you teach?
I'm a sociologist, so I teach sociology, and I also teach criminology. Over.
I see, okay. Well, I got my undergraduate from the University of Alaska, and my graduate from the University of Phoenix online. That was probably really worked out well for someone that works full-time.
Yeah, Roger. I had a buddy who went to that University of Phoenix, and he got his degree pretty quick. It's made for people already working out there in the workforce. Over.
Yeah. Well, the graduate is a typical 2-year degree program, and it takes the entire 2 years, but it's a lot of intensive work, a lot of intensive writing, a lot of self-instruction involved there too, you know. But the undergraduate work laid the foundation, you know, at the University of Alaska campus. It took me 5 years to complete that because I was in the military. So it's not, you can't go as fast of a rate and do it full time. And I wasn't able to pick up steam until after I retired from the Air Force. And then I was able to go full time and finish that degree off. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. That's good when you can do it on the military time before you retire there. I was in the Army for a while. I have some buddies now that are just now starting to retire out of the Army. Kind of makes you look at it like, gee, maybe I should have stayed in. These guys are retiring. Over.
Well, it was a real struggle doing it in the military because I couldn't always take courses when I wanted to. And then you always got the threat of being shipped somewhere, which would disrupt your program. But I did very well. Worked it in as best I could. Got as much done as I could before getting out, and then by the time I got out, I was able to go full time and draw the GI Bill. I'm a Vietnam War veteran, last 5 years, and so I was able to use my GI Bill to complete that. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. You guys are deserving of that. I like to see when people put those things to use there. Well, nowadays with the online courses, it's probably not as hard for a military person to take classes, but back in those days, you had to be there in the classroom. Over.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's that's a lot of hard work there. And I used to work for a university just for a couple of years, Scott. I worked for the Geophysical Institute, which was part of the University of Alaska Fairbanks. That's the headquarters campus for the University of Alaska. And I was working as a research technician for them for a couple of years. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that. How long's it been since you've been down here to the mainland, over?
What was your question?
How long's it been since you've been back down here to the mainland?
Okay, you were asking something about the mainland. What was the question again?
How long has it been? How long has it been since you've been back down here to the mainland, over?
Oh, okay. No, I flew down to Medford, Oregon last year, so it's been a year.
Oh, okay. Sometimes people go up there and it's 20, 30 years before they come back down here. I just wondered, over.
Well, I've been down there a couple times here in recent years, but prior to that, I hadn't been down there for a long time. I don't really go to the lower 48 that often. The only thing that draws me down there is a couple relatives I've got down there. And that's the only reason why I go down. Went down for a church conference once in Virginia. Drove from Kentucky all the way to Virginia and back. And so, it's going to be really important before I'll go down there. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger. That's the same with me. I'm back from the Midwest. I haven't been back there in 15 years. I think it takes somebody major dying before I'd probably head in that direction, over.
Yeah, well, I don't have any reason to go down there, like I said, unless it's some family business. I don't have a lot of family left down there, so that's shrinking. And like I said, I'm happier in Alaska. I got everything I need here. I got plenty of room, and everything that I can get down there, I can get here. So there's really little reason to be going down there for any reason other than that. So there you have it. Well, it sounds like you're having a great time there at Yellowstone. And are you able to do any fishing there, or is it? I'm sure that the park doesn't allow you to do any outdoor activities other than just camp there. Is that correct?
Negative. You can fish in the park. It's catch and release, and you need one of their licenses, but you can fish in the park. You can also fish the campground where I'm at right here, and you need a Montana license. I haven't done any fishing this year, but I have in the past, over.
Okay, I didn't catch that all. Your signal's starting to dip on me here, Scott. But I would imagine that there's probably more restrictions on fishing there within the national park there. Have you been to the Grand Tetons to the south?
Roger. We went through there last year down to Jackson, Wyoming, there through the Tetons. Stayed in a forest campground there called Gravant, something in French, over.
Okay, yeah, Roger. I know that Jackson Hole is down there too. Well, it sounds like you're having a great time. You picked a good location for your vacation. I'm sure you're able to cool off a little bit. I mean, it may be up in the 80s today for you there, but I'm sure it's a lot hotter than that down in Brownsville today.
Oh, Roger, they're probably high 90s or 100. I'd rather be here. A bad day in Yellowstone's better than a good day in Texas, over.
Yeah, well, I could never handle heat like that. I just cannot handle that. I went down to Los Angeles in 2011 for a wedding, and it was 91 degrees in October.
I'm going to upload this. We're clear.
I'm sure glad I was only there for 2 days.